hell do you think you are?
I'm the professor.
I was not expecting to see you here. Thought you were, retired.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Hey everybody, it's your boy, the board barista, Professor Fen, here for, wishing you a happy holidays, because yesterday was Christmas. Hadn't done a few of these Friday Night Magic videos for a while because Christmas coming up. I had a lot going on, getting ready and stuff, so starting back in action this week. So yeah, not a lot of drafts. Everybody's been busy. So gaming store activity has been like last week they had one person show up. Then that one person wasn't even me because I was busy. So I got no draft reports to do this week. And I was gonna go and do a Let's Play video. Just hop onto MTGO and play. But I hopped into MTGO and I realized I have an insane amount of packs to open. So I figured, why not do like a whole mega pack rip on MTG on MTG Arena, and yeah, for you guys to enjoy. And yeah, that's all I'm really gonna do this week. I'm just gonna rip open some packs. Want to remind everybody, it's 2 weeks until my birthday, January 9th, a Friday. Night Magic Night. So, local gaming store is looking on getting their hands on a box of Mystery Booster 2. Possibly do that on my birthday. That's going to be some fun. Hopefully, there's some prize packs left over and I get my hands on a few. That way we can rip some Mystery Booster in the daily Cracker packs. And we got a ton of I got a box of Jumpstart. Foundations Jumpstart. So we're going to be ripping some those packs for the daily Cracker packs for the next 24 days. No, tomorrow is the last day of Edge of Eternities, and then Sunday we pick it. I think it's Sunday or Monday we're picking up with Jumpstart. So next week we're going to have Jumpstart, Foundation Jumpstart, and I got some banger cool stuff in there. I'm really excited about it. Some cool stuff I needed for some decks and everything. And I think I'm going to make sure that we have a good buffer going into the new year. So I'm going to record some deck techs going through all my different commander decks, showing you all what I've got put together and what I'm still working on. So those are coming up in the near future. But that's all the news. That's everything. If you do want to get me a birthday present, there's a Amazon wish list down below. You can get me something cool. Don't have to. Really best present you can do is give me a like, a share, a subscribe, all those things that really help out, let YouTube know we're doing a good job. Or, if you're wanting to buy yourself something with all that Christmas loot that you got in your stocking, all those Visa gift cards and cash, you want to buy some cards, use the affiliate link for Noble Knight Games, also in the video description. Any of those things will really, really help us out. So that being said, let's crack some packs. All right, so yeah, I just logged into MTG Arena and I got a ton of packs that I need to crack. I did not realize I played this much MTG Arena for a while. So let's just rip into some packs here. I did not know I played this much. Okay, so we got Callous Inspector. Let's just look at the rares because this video is going to be long. Release into memory. Exile target's opponent graveyard for each creature exiled this way. Create a 1/1. That's some graveyard hate. Azula Captain Usurper. Firebending 2. Enters. Target opponent exiles non. Oh, yeah. This is the one that lets me get something out of there. Then I can. Creature they control and. Something out of their graveyard, and I can basically play it on my turn as if it had flash. Oof, nice. Nice. All right, let's open some Through the Omen Paths. The not Spider-Man set. All right, what do we get in Store Spinner? You can't cast. Okay, so this is the Spider-Man 2099 So you can't pass it on the first, second, or third turn of the game because it's from the future. And it's got double strike and vigilance at the beginning of your end step. If you played a land or cast a card this turn from anywhere other than your hand, deals damage to equal to its power to any target. Would be nice if this had prowess. Find what's in our next Through the Omen Pass pack. See how well I know the Spider-Man set. Ooh, we got a Trail of Teacups. Mill 5 cards. When you do this, saga deals damage equal to the greatest power among creature cards in your graveyard. That's like the Craven the Hunter one, right? Target creature from graveyard to... Yes. Okay, so I don't know Spider-Man set all that well. Let's see. What do we get? The Parched. Whenever you cast a blue spell, if as a creature, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Beginning your end step, untap it until end of next turn. He becomes a land and gains tap at blue mana. He's not a creature during that time. Is it Sandman? Parched. Might be Hydro. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know this set all that well. But man, I got a lot of packs to crack here. Watcher on the Road. I think this is, because it's creating illusion villainary tokens, this has got to be Mysterio. Enters, create a 3/3 blue illusion token for each non-token villain you control. Exile those tokens. Watch for the road. Yeah, that's got to be Mysterio. All right, 9 Edge of Eternities packs. Oof. My favorite set so far. Ooh, we got the Beam Sword Prospector. Class Frigate. Oh, nice. Once you stationed it once, well, with a 2-drop, with a 2 toughness, 2 power creature, everything else gets +1/+1. Flying lifelink. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right, let's find out what else is in our packs. Oof. Cracked a Lightsail Inquisitor. Vigilance. When this creature enters, each opponent exiles a card from the hand and may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. Each spell it costs 1 more to cast. Each land play this way enters tapped. Oof. Man, we got so many edge packs. Ooh, we got Thrumming Hive Pool. Affinity for slivers. As long as you control, all slivers have double strike and haste. And being your upkeep, create 2 colorless slivers tokens. Nice. Grip it and rip it. What do we get? Extinguisher Battleship. When it enters, destroy target non-creature permanent. Then this 4 damage to each creature. Yeah. I think this is like my second one of these because I definitely drafted one of these before. Ooh, got a gold. Ooh, we got another gold wild card. Nice. What's the rare? Ooh, Sacred Foundry. Ooh, I love seeing Shocklands. Ooh, we got double rare pack. Ooh, we got the Lone Eldrazi. When this creature leaves the battlefield, draw a card. Then you may put a permanent card with mana value, or equal number of lands you control from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Warp it for 4. Oof, nice. Ooh, and we got a Reflecting Pool. Damn, Skippy, yeah, that is Reflecting Pool. So awesome. I wish these were in paper. Space-time anomaly. Target player mills cards equal to your life total. Ooh, I want one of those for Commander. What do we got? Ooh, double rare pack. Okay, let's flip this one. Hissing Quagmire. We got the Golgari Manland. Ooh, nice. Earthbend onto that. Gonna be some fun. And Frenzied Baloth can't be countered. Haste Trample. Creature spells you control cannot be countered. And combat damage can't be prevented. Nice. Alright, so we got the Edge of Eternities. Special arena-only packs. Aegis. When it enters, return up to one target creature you control to its owner's hand. It permanently gets +1/+1 station. When it gets to 8, it becomes a 3/3 with whenever it deals combat damage to the player. You may put a creature card with mana value 3 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. Ooh, nice. These arena specialty booster packs with all their crazy shenanigan cards in it. This Graveliner. Whenever creature stations the spacecraft, that creature permanently gains Death Touch and Lifelink. Oof. It's got, once it gets stationed, it's got Flying, Lifelink, and Death Touch. That is nasty. Alright. It's this one. Void called Devotee. Haste. When this creature attacks, conjure a card named Cantor of the Refrain into your graveyard. Warp it for 1 and a black. This creature can't block. When you cast a spell for its warp cost, return this card from the graveyard to the battlefield. It permanently gets +1/+0. Alright, we got some Final Fantasy. Okay, we're hoping not to see the freaky little hooded dude that costs red blue. Because he's banned. He's banned. So, ooh, we got a mythic wild card. Nice. Nice. All right, what do we got? Ooh, an uncommon wild card and a Seraphron. First legendary creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you control 2 or more other legendary creatures, you may transform her. So she goes from being a 2/2 into Crystallized Sarah, legendary artifact. The first legendary creature costs 2 less cast, and legendary creatures get +2/+2. Oh, she died. Alright, well, it's in our next Final Fantasy pack. Excalibur 2. Legendary artifact equipment. When you gain life, put a charge counter on Excalibur 2. Equip creature gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Excalibur 2 and equip for 3. Okay, alright. Alright, some Tarkir Dragonstorm. Getting cracking. Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Tap to add a colorless. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a dragon spell or an omen spell. 4 and tap. Sacrifice the land. Search your library for a dragon card. Reveal it and put it in your hand. And then shuffle. Not too shabby. Revel of the Ancestors. 1 white, black, and green. First chapter in the saga is create 3 1/1 white spirit token creatures. Then distribute 3 +1/+1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures you control. And on the third one, creatures you control gain trample and lifelink until end of turn. Not too shabby. Lacid Prowler, 2 green Snake Ranger. When this creature enters, you may mill cards equal to the number of lands you control. Renewal, pay 1 and a green. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put X +1/+1 counters. Target creature where X is the number of lands in your graveyard. Activate only as a sorcery. Let's see what we got in the arena specials. Sim6 Artisan. 1 and a black creature, human artificer, renew. Pay 1 black. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Perpetually gains this ability. Activate only as a sorcerer. Okay, so the next card ends up getting that same renewal ability, so you can exile. Alright, that's kind of cool. Next pack. Man, we are racking up some wild card. Cunning Azure Scale. So this has an adventure side where you can pay 1 in a blue. Oh, it's an omen. Instant, secretly choose land or non-land. Secret card of the chosen kind. Secret card, put 1 card from your library into your hand. Okay. Flash. Flying, when this creature enters, secretly choose 1 land or non-land. Seek 2 cards of the chosen kind. Okay. I like the mechanics on these ones they can only do digitally. Whenever a creature you control is turned face up, it endures X, where X is that creature's toughness. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, seek a creature card and manifest it. Okay. So, Aether Drift. Aether Drifted. What do we get in? Ooh, we got the Raceway. Start your engines. Tap, add a colorless, and max speed, tap. Speed starts at 1. Increase once on each of your turn. When an opponent loses life, max speed is 4. Okay, so you get starts. So if you have no speed, go to 1, and then increase once if your turns when an opponent loses a life. When you have max speed, when you're up to 4, then it's the whole makes 2. Okay. Forgot Aether Drift's got like all this different crazy racing stuff going in it. Ooh, Wastewood Verge. Tap to add a green, tap to add a black. Activate only if you control a swamp or forest. Alright, look at a little dual land here. 1 more Aether Drift. We got Guardian Sunmare, Horse Mount. Ward 2, whenever this creature attacks while saddled, search your library for a non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less, put it onto the battlefield and shuffle. Saddle for 4. Oof. That is nice. That's gonna be a nice commander card. Alright, we got Naktamun Shines Again. Okay, so it's Saga. First one, all creature cards you own with mana value 2 or less permanently get +1/+0. Seek a creature card with mana value 2 or less. Okay, so this is like for small creatures go wide. Creatures you control with mana value 2 or less gain flying until end of turn. Okay. Ordinate imitations, X, green, and blues for sorcery. For each number between 1 and X, conjure a random creature card with that mana value onto the battlefield. X can't be 0. Oof. It's like playing a little Momar Basic there. 1 more Aether Drift Arena pack. We got Trackhand Trainer. It creates a exhaust, conjure a card named Training Grounds onto the battlefield. So you get to go, oh, nice. Make the activated abilities of cards cost 2 less. Nice. All right, Pioneer Masters. What do we get in this? Dictate of Erebos. Ooh. 3 black flash. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. That is a banger right there. Oh man! So this is stuff from all across Pioneer. We just ranked up a gold. Dragonlord Silumgar. Man, it's been years since I had to say that name. 4 blue and a black for a flying death touch. When it enters, gain control of target creature or planeswalker as long as you control Silumgar. 3/5 Elder Dragon. Yep. Wasn't that good in Constructed, but it was definitely good in Draft. And, you know, let's kind of see some play in Commander. Sylvan Primordial 5 green reach. This creature enters for each opponent. Destroy target non-creature permanent that player controls for each permanent destroyed this way. Search your library for a forest card and put it onto the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle. Yeah, I'll blow up a land of everybody's, and then I'll go get a bunch of dual lands for my deck. Sound good? Sounds good. All right, Foundations. Not gonna lie, Foundation's probably like my second favorite set. Kaikar's Zephyr Awakener, legendary creature bird wizard, flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose one. Exile another target creature you control. Return that card to the battlefield under its control. So I get to blink something to get another ETB effect, or create a 1/1 white flying spirit token. Not too shabby. Next one. Ooh, the Primal Storm. Whenever it attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. Then you may cast a number of cards without paying their mana cost. Oh, that is some broken evil dinosaur right there. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, what else do we get? What else do we get? Flip it. Aelsha, who laughs at fate. Ooh, 1 black red first strike. Whenever she attacks, whenever she attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Raid at the beginning of your end step. If you attack this turn, return target creature card with mana value less than or equal to her power. Power to the graveyard to the battlefield. Oof. Good commander right there. All right, House of Horde. Duskmourn. We got Winter. Masteropic Guide. 1 black, red, green. Ward 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws 2 cards. Oh, group hug. Delirium, as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Each opponent's maximum hand size is equal to 7 minus the number of those card types. Ooh. You get 7 different cards in your graveyard, and their max hand size is 0. That is nasty. That's the kind of way Gorgori likes to play. Split up. Choose one. Destroy all tapped creatures. Destroy all untapped creatures. Nice. I like split up. That's a good Wrath effect right there. Opponent's tapped down. You just Wrath their board. Hit him in the face. Ooh, we got a rare wild card. A gold wild card. Nice. Bloomburrow. A cute little fuzzy animal set. What did we get? We got Iridescent Vine Lasher, Lizard Assassin for black, has Offspring 2, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, this deals 1 damage to target opponent. Nice. Next Bloomburrow set. Next Bloomburrow pack. We got Fusin Greenshell, Elemental Turtle for 3 green. Reach as long as you control 10 or more lands. Creature control +2/+2. When this creature or another creature you control with toughness greater than its power enters, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, then put it onto the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, put it in your hand. Okay. What do we got? Ooh, a mythic wild card. Nice. All right, Outlaws of Thunder Junction. There's some chances of getting some crazy stuff in here with a bonus sheet. Ooh. All right. Bonus sheet card was not Rush of the Dead. It's Spree, so I can pay 1 black, and then I choose to either pay 1 to target when it sacrifices half creatures of control. Round it up. Add to target opponent discards half the cards in their hand rounded up, or target opponent loses half their life for rounded up. Or you can pay the full 5 to make this an 8 drop and have all of that bad stuff happen to them. Nice. Ooh, we got more wild cards. Claim Jumper. 2 and a white for a rabbit mercenary. Vigilance when this creature enters, and if an opponent controls more lands than you, you may search a library for a plains card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Then if an opponent controls more lands than you, repeat this process once. If you search the library this way, shuffle. Sure has. I'm gonna put. Okay, so you basically, if they got more lands than you, still, then you gotta get another one. Nice. I like that claim jumper. Oh, actually, wabbit. Satoru the Infiltrator. Human Ninja Rogue for a blue and a black. He's got Menace over him or one or more other non-token creatures you control enter. If none of them were cast or no mana was spent to cast them, draw a card. Ooh, okay. That's right, because ninjutsu isn't casting, it's a activated ability. Murders of Markov Manor. We got Forensic Gadgeteer, Vidalcan Artifice Detective. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate. So I get to make a clue. Activated abilities of artifacts control cost 1 less to activate. So I only got to pay 1 and sacrifice to make the clue token. With the clue token to draw a card, cannot reduce it to less than 1 mana. Okay. So even if you got 2 of these out here, still got to pay 1. Ooh, another mythic wild card. Man, I am popping off the wild cards like crazy today. Crazy. Kylox Visionary Inventor. 5 blue red war menace. Ward 2 haste. Whenever you attack, sacrifice any number of other creatures, then exile the top cards of your library where X is their total power. You may cast any number of instant and or sorcery cards from among the exiled cards without paying their mana cost. Ooh, if that doesn't say storm out completely, I don't know what does. That is whoa, no wonder he cost like 7 mana. Alright, so we got Lost Caverns Ixalan now. We got Ojir Kazlem Deepest Growth. Legendary creature God for 3 and a green. Trample, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, it may reveal that many cards from the top of your library. You may put a creature card and or land card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom in random order. When it dies, return it to the battlefield tapped and transformed under its owner's control. It becomes the Temple of Cultivation. Tap for a green, pay 2 and a green, tap, transform in this land, activate only if you control 10 or more permanents and only as a sorcery. So you can basically get him back. Oh, your God becomes a land, then it can come back. That works. The Everflowing Well. Okay, it's legendary artifact. This one turns into a land. Whenever the Overflowing Well enters, mill 2 cards, then draw 2 cards, descend 8 at the beginning of your upkeep. There are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. Transform the Overflowing Well and tap it. Whenever you cast a permanent spell using mana produced by the myriad pools up to one other target permanent you control becomes a copy of that spell until end of turn. Nice. Alright, one last Lost Caverns Ixalan pack. And we got the Anointed One. Blue and a black. It's a Spirit God. Descend 8. Can't attack or block unless there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. Pay 2 blue, black. Draw a card, then discard a card. Then you may discard. When you discard a card this way, target player mills is equal to its mana value. So you can basically fuel itself. Okay. Wilds of Eldraine, the Fairy Tale set. Ooh, we got a double. Alright, so this one's probably the bonus one, so we'll do this one first. Food Fight! 1 in red, artifacts you control have 2, sacrifice this artifact, deals damage to any target equal to 1 plus the number of permanents named food. Fight you control. Okay, alright. And Unnatural Growth at the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature control until end of turn. Nice. Ooh, we got a lot more wild cards here. Common wild card, uncommon wild card. Sentinel of Lost Lore, 1 green green. Elf Knight, when this creature enters, choose one or more. Return target card you own from exile that has an adventure to your hand. Put target card you don't own in exile that has an adventure on the bottom of its owner's library. Exile target player's graveyard. Okay, that's a little adventure toolkit card or some graveyard hate. That's not bad. So next, Wildsville Drain Pack. Ooh, so we got a bonus sheet one, and we got the Fawn's Bane Troll, 2 black green creature troll. When this creature enters, create a monster roll token attached to it. 1 sacrifice or attach this creature to this creature fights target creature you don't control. That creature would die this turn. Exile it instead. Activate only as a sorcery. And monster, the chanted creature, has +1/+1 in trample. Okay. Oversoul Cemetery. Ooh. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Not too shabby. All right. March of the Machines Aftermath Pack. Vesuvian Drifter. 2 in a blue. Shapeshifter. Flying. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. At the beginning of each combat, you reveal the top card of your library. If you reveal a creature card this way, this creature becomes a copy of that card until end of turn, except it has flying. Okay, that's not too bad. I'd like to show you an Eldrazi. Dranath Ruins. Tap to add a colorless. 2 tap. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target non-human creature that entered this turn. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. Ooh, looks like we got a bonus sheet one down there. Jirani, Dauntless General, 1 in a white and a black. Legendary Human Soldier. Enters, exile target player's graveyard, sacrifice, humans you control gain hexproof and indestructible in a turn. Ooh, that's not too bad. And SRAM, Senior Edificer, 1 in a white. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. Ooh, nice. Nice. That is a go-to in any of my white shenanigan decks. All right, Brothers War Arena Pack. We got the bonus sheet one. Oh, the Soul Guide Lantern. Nice, nice, nice. And we got a Phoenix Flying Haste. When this creature dies, it perpetually gains +2/+2. At the beginning of combat, your turn may pay X in red, where X is the card's power. If you do, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. Nice. Keeps getting bigger, and you keep just paying more to bring it back. Ornithopter. Nice. Kayla's Kindling. Ooh, this is cool. When this enchantment enters, deal 2 damage to any target. At the beginning of your upkeep, draft a card. Spellbook and exile it until end of turn. You may cast that card. Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh yeah, it has the spellbook stuff that you can. Nice. All right, what do we got? Ooh, we got a bonus sheet card. Let's do the regular one. Legion of Clay, 3 in a green. Creatures you control have trample whenever 1 or more non-token artifacts you control enter. Creatures you control perpetually get +1/+1. Ooh, nice. And what's our bonus sheet? Ooh, Door to Nothingness. Enters tapped. White, white, blue, blue, black, black, red, red, green, green, tap, sacrifice it. Target player loses the game. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, we still got more Brothers War Arena packs to open. Warzone Duplicator, 6-drop, artifact, creature, prototype. You can cast it for 3 in a blue and it only is a 3/3. And keeps its abilities Apes. Okay, so it changes the stats. When this creature enters, return target creature an opponent controls with power less than this creature's power to its owner's hand. If that creature wasn't a token, conjure a duplicate of it into your hand. It perpetually gains mana of any type. Maybe ooh, nice. Bounce something and you basically get a free copy of it. Yeah. Well, a free added to your deck, not free like casting. Urza's Construction Drone. This creature enters conjure cards named Urza's Power Mine, Power Plant, and Tower into your library, then shuffle. Whenever this creature attacks or dies, seek an Urza's land. Nice. You randomly get one of them. Nice. All right, Last Brothers War Pack. Gotham Rooting X in a green. Put 2+1/+1 arrows in each of X target lands you control. They become 0/1 elemental creatures with reach, haste, and when this creature leaves the battlefield, conjure a card named Forest onto the battlefield tap. They're still lands. Oof, nice. All right, we're out of packs.